How you guys doing? My name is Stan Banks from T-Shirt Side Hustle. If you don't know what I do, I help people start t-shirt businesses from home or wherever you're at. And today I want to share with you guys a very, very funny but interesting story. Another story about a package, a DHL package rather, that has gotten stolen. Now, this video is not by any means a knock on DHL. I actually love DHL. They go the extra mile when delivering packages. I had a guy go deliver to the house. Nobody was there, needed to be signed for. He actually called me on the phone. He told me he could wait 5 minutes. I said, I can't make it there in 5 minutes. So just go ahead and it'll be attempted tomorrow. He'll leave a thing on the door. And I said, cool. I actually signed for it via the app because I was going to be back there in maybe 30 minutes. And then he called me. I texted him and said, hey, I signed for the package. Could you check it? And could you just drop it off? And he said, sure. He said, he called me on the phone and was like, hey, I'll be back in about 20 minutes. I'll double back around. So DHL, I really, really appreciate you guys for the service that you guys provide. I've had some terrible problems with packages via other companies. This is probably the only company rather that I have not had an issue with at all thus far. And I don't get a lot of DHL packages, but usually when I order things from overseas with manufacturing, like my heat press, like the weeders, they are actually sent via DHL. Okay, so here's the story. Now, like I said, this is not a knock to DHL at all because of the level of service. So I was away in Pittsburgh for about 2 weeks. My boy graduated from law school, who I hope to start a copyright business with at some point once he passes the bar and does all this stuff. Hopefully we can do some type of copyright and trademarking type of business for you guys. But nonetheless, I digress. So I was there for about 2 weeks and I'm expecting a package. And this is why I am very, very big on knowing where my packages are. I don't even care if they're, if it's going to take 2 weeks to be delivered by whatever company, let me know. I don't care when it's going to be delivered. I just want to know so that I can be around or I can have someone around to grab packages. Now, I ship these packages to my parents' house, and because it's usually somebody close or around or whatever the case is to grab the package, and I just want everything to be smooth as far as that goes. So, what I ended up doing, hold on one second. Hello? Okay, so what I end up doing is just trying to make sure someone is home to grab the package if I can't be there myself. It's very, very important that these packages, that obviously they're essential to our businesses and different things like that. So we want to make sure that our packages get delivered and get picked up and signed for and all of that good stuff when the time is needed. So what ended up happening was I wasn't here, right? So I was in Pittsburgh. So I'm like, I got a package coming today. What they asked, my mom asked what time, whatever the case is. She wasn't here, but my cousin was here. My cousin was here. She signed for the package. She put the package in the house. Now, about 2 hours later, I'm trying to arrange for my boy to pick up the package from the house. And my mom's not there still. She's like, I can go get it. He can come get it from me. I'm like, cool, that'll work great. Then she's like, you know what? Your dad is on the way home. So my dad is on the way home, and so I'll let you know when he gets there. So he gets here. I call my boy and say, yo, you can go get it from my pop. He's at the crib. And boom, my dad gets here. Opens the door. He goes in the kitchen. He's probably getting something to eat after his long construction day. He gets up early in the morning around 4 or 5 o'clock and does his thing and gets home around 3 and usually eats and goes to bed, right? Normally. Maybe watch a little bit of show. But nonetheless, so he gets here, he opens the door, he's in the kitchen. He hears the door open, he comes around, and the guy is grabbing the package and running off. So here's the kicker. This story is so unbelievable that I had to wait to get this police report before I actually told you guys what happened. See here it says, initial crime report. I ain't making this up. And this sounds like it's some story like a kid will make up and just give you this run around like, oh, this happened, then this happened. My dad chases the guy out the door, and the guy turns around and pulls a gun out on him. My dad's like, I kind of ducked to cover my face. I'm not sure why people cover their face. I guess it's just a reaction, but the bullet's going to go through your hand and kill you either way. Anyway, so he's like, I ducked, but I got the license plate number. He's like, it's Let me see if it's on the police report here. I don't know what I'm looking at. That's the grid. Theft under $5. Okay, so he's like, it's 2 possible license plate numbers, and it's like 10841 or 10853 or something like he basically just said, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this means, but he said basically it's 2 possibilities, like the last 3 digits are this or this, and this is the first 3. I'm for sure about those. Like it's like either 6 or 8 or something like that. So he got the license plate number, the make and model of the car, and then I get a call from my mom like, hey, did Ron already get to the house? Because Jerry said somebody came in the house, took the package, and he turned around, act like he's gonna pull a gun out on him, pulled a gun out on him, and got in the car and drove off. I'm like, what? Like, nah, you like what? She's like, yeah, he said like somebody came in the house, opened the screen. I said, did he put the package outside the door? She's like, no. He said they came in the house. Like they came inside the door, opened the screen door, came in the house, grabbed the package, ran out. He chased them out, and she basically explained what I just explained to you guys. And I'm just like, you're kidding me. So I'm like, I'm gonna call you right back. So I call my boy like, yo, did you get to the house yet? He's like, nah, I'm probably like 3 to 5 minutes away. And basically he's like, I'm like, bro, just don't go. He's like, why not? So what happened? I'm like, somebody just stole the package out the house, and I'm just like, I'm trying to understand what the hell happened, but somebody stole the package out the house, and my dad chased him, got the license plate number. He like, give me license plate. I said, I'm gonna call you right back, so we could put the word out on, hey, if you see X, Y, and Z, or somebody know who this car is, I put it on. You know what I mean? Just to do the due diligence around the city because in the past, we've been able to find stuff that got stolen from different people around us and stuff like that. So just to see if we can do the due diligence to make sure we get the package back. So then I hang up the phone with him. I call my dad. He tells me the license plate number. And I'm just like, am I being punked right now? Like, seriously, I'm in Pittsburgh. I'm in the parking lot. I think I was like shopping around, just like for little things around and stuff like that. I was coming out of Marshall's or Best Buy or something at the time. I think it was Best Buy at that time. And I sat in the car for literally 45 minutes, sick to my stomach. Like, these things cost me this package cost me about $1,000, and I'm just sitting here like, what in the living hell is going on? I just do not understand. Like, I couldn't process it in my mind. I just called my boy back like, yeah, here's the license plate number. This the kind of car it is, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, he like, all right, I'm about to make some calls. And I started making some calls to a few folks. Because usually when people steal packages, they take them to like barbershops or something where, people buy stuff off the streets or whatever the case is. So, I call around, blah, 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 whatever. So I'm just sitting here. I'm so sick to my stomach. So at this point, my mom has left her salon that she just got into, by the way. She have a grand opening in a little bit. Glad I was able to facilitate the deal for my mom to get her own salon finally after all these years. But nonetheless, I digress. So she's here. Cops are here. I gotta send payment receipts. I gotta like pull up all of this like PayPal stuff and just let them know what it was, how much it was worth. So this package, like I said, cost like $1,000, and a little bit over 1,000 because I had to pay some importing fees, some duties, and whatever the case is. Once the things got here for customs and stuff too. So I'm just like, I am so pissed off and mad, and I'm just like, all right, man, I got to make my way back across to the other side of Pittsburgh. So I stopped myself and I'm like, all right, let me put this address into my GPS because I kind of couldn't really think, and I literally won't be able to figure out how to get back where I came from. Usually I'm pretty good at it. So I start to put it in my phone rings, and it's an unknown number, and I answer it. Hello? And he's like, is this Stan Banks? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, I was driving behind this car, getting off the highway ramp, or getting onto the highway, and the guy threw this package out the window, and I stopped and I grabbed it, got your name and number on it. So I called you. I said, yo, this guy literally just ran in my house and stole this package, man. I appreciate you. He's like, yeah, I can meet you somewhere down by the farmer's market or Amazon. You know where that is? I'm like, yeah, but I'm out of town, so I'm going to give my boy your number. He's going to come meet you, and we're going to make sure we take care of you for finding it, man. We appreciate you. Just saved us a whole lot of money. So he's gonna get this dude like $100. So I facilitate that, get to my boy, and he's like, it was some stuff on the highway, but however, I couldn't get it because it was just too busy. I was like, it's no problem, man. Just give me what you got. And my boy went back by there, and then my parents went back by there, and they picked up what they could find too, off the road, off the highway. So I was just like, yo. At this point, I'm just like, woo. I got to breathe easy for a second. I called a few people telling what happened. I was just like, I could not believe this happened. And it's like, you thinking like, what exactly happened? And somebody driving around chasing, like my boy's like, this had to be an inside job. Like somebody's following this delivery truck around and grabbing these packages or something. I'm like, it couldn't have been because my cousin signed for the package about 2 or 3 hours earlier in that day. And then, my dad came home, opened the door. It was in the house. I'm like, Dad, did you put the package outside the door? Because at this point, it's not even on DHL because the package has already been signed for. It's been handed over to someone in the house or whatever the case is. So I'm just like, at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm sick to my stomach. Now I feel better. I'm like, yo, this is crazy on what just happened. I'm like, this is going to make a funny story. But it's so unbelievable. That's why I said, I had to wait to get the police report and like just to have it. I can't even tell what it really says. But the suspected age or date of birth of the guy and the victim and all of this stuff. But I just had to make sure it says initial crime report right here. It has a date on here and everything like that. Unknown subject removed packages from victim's home. So I just had to wait to kind of share the story to get this police report because this is the craziest thing that I've ever experienced in my life. Missing packages and things like that, cool. But now you guys are really truly understand why I was really pissed with FedEx or, when packages aren't where they're supposed to be because one, if you are arranging to get a package picked up, most of the time, like myself, I'll just stay home for the day. I won't even go out and do anything I need to do until I get that package because I don't want to miss it, one. And then it's like, if it's left, sometimes and it's crazy because heat presses and all that stuff will be left on the porch. I mean, packages, big packages worth some money as well. But this one is a small package and it really wasn't worth anything to anybody. So I'm just looking at it like heat presses, like boxes on boxes have been left on the porch time and time again. And sometimes from early in the morning and not being picked up till 8, 9 o'clock at night. In that case, so it's just like, you want to make sure that your packages are picked up, so you want to make sure that you're available. And most of the time, again, I just sit home and I'll wait for them, or I'll make sure somebody is there to wait for them. That's why I had a big issue, So that's the story, man. Let me know in the comments below what you think about it, man. I can laugh at it now, but I promise you, I wasn't tearing up or anything like that, but I was like pissed off. Like, I'm ready to snap on my dad. I'm just like, yo, like, what was you thinking? Like, I know you put the package outside the door, and this is like something that's like somebody literally had to make up, in my opinion. So I'm about to head to the post office right now and get you guys some of your packages. I have about 20 of these bad boys left. If you have not picked up your copy of Niches Bring Riches, make sure you do that. My guy Gully, TSH Warehouse patch. Your patch is on the way, my guy. Beautiful design by Tox Designs. So make sure you guys check out Gully. This will be something he'll have for you guys in the future. And I also am trying to figure out the best way to ship off this weeder right here. For all you guys who got it. Now that the package is actually secured, I can actually get you guys your weeders. And yeah, so I just want to figure out what's the cheapest way to ship it. If you guys know, leave that in the comments below. I'm going to ask them at the post office because it's very, very expensive right now to ship it just like first class of priority in one of these bags like I do everything else. And I really just don't want to be charging you guys $5 or whatever to charge it if I really don't have to. A lot of you guys have been asking me about this Peace, Love, and Money patch. You guys can go ahead and check that bad boy out at Gourmet T-Bar if you want to get yourself one. I know you guys like this. The hoodies are up. The t-shirts should be up probably later today, and also the dad hats should be up there as well. So if you're looking for one of those bad boys, you can definitely head over there and grab one. And I appreciate you guys as always. This has been your boy Stan Banks from T-Shirt Side Hustle. Peace.